My dear friends, in the last video I made a mistake and I'm sorry I lied, because I told you that for this car building I don't want too many upgrades, so I had just the engine and ball bearings. That's not right, because looking around I found these. I bought a lot of months or years ago and never used, because they were for the, if I remember well, Super Avant, and they were unnecessary. So instead of this standard on this car, I will put this one, and this is a very great step. These are fantastic, and the technique of the car will be really upgraded. Comment, like and subscribe. Today's work from step 9 to I don't know exactly where, but yes, I can do this and this. I have to build another diff, maybe dampers, I don't know. Let's start with the rear arms that are from this, and they are soft. It's not a dry plastic, stiff plastic, but it's quite soft. And it's nice because if you have an accident, they can bend and return in their original position. So this is very nice. I was telling you that here I have to mount these with these, but I found these, so we will change. I think that the length is the same, so they are suitable. From the last video I added this. This makes the difference, not in plastic. Wonderful. Let's do this. These are the pieces for the first steps. Let's start. In this soft plastic, better not to use any electric screwdriver, because they are too strong and it's very easy to wrap the plastic inside the hole. So you have to go quite carefully. As the screw begins to stop, you are arrived. This is a self-locking . These kind of videos are for the most for beginners, but I learned for a very great champion in the RC sailing, racing sailing boats, Graham Bantock, an English guy, great champion and fantastic builder. I learned to look at every single thing. I race it with him sometimes, and the thing I noticed and surprised me was that despite the result in races, he looked at every single boat, asking to the owner, why did you do this, how does this work, and on a book he wrote everything. And I understood that a great champion is a great champion in life, and is humble, not stupid, humble. So perhaps also, if for people that is braver than me in this kind of things, watching, listen, maybe could be useful. Dang. Why? What's the matter? Okay. Am I doing right or not? This. This is a typical mistake. I think so. Perfect. Next, here we have to use these. Okay. Fantastic. The other one. Done. And the thing is that they give you 1 and 2 more. In the future, during the use, perhaps you will need it, because if you lose these, you need also these. Very, very, very good. And now I need a bearing. You have to pay attention to this, because they told to put this in considering the rotation sense. So this will rotate like this, and I will put here one, and the other one, of course. Perfect. Nice and clean, as they used to say. Now we have to mount here. And to do this, I suppose we need these 2 and 4 big clips. And 4. Here there's something wrong. In this, the wheels are like this. I prefer wheels like this. I made another diff, and now we are ready to mount the front transmission. So this is the one with the pin and has to stay by this side. All right. One, then the cover. And now the inside. and I think that we have to put this bearing into this gear with the cap, perhaps, so I can do this, this, and this, and this has to stay here, right? Then bearing, it's very precise, eclipse, no, no, okay, then this into this and this into this, and all these into this, and this is the front. But we need grease, and as you saw, I used to put a lot of grease. Grease is never enough. Perfect, and we can close. If you have grease in the junction between the cap and the carter, it's good, because water is more difficult that gets in. A little clean, okay. And this is the front one. Now what? And so we have to do something here, that is this, that are the rods to the, this horrible red. This is really horrible, or better, it doesn't matches with my taste. Here we have 1 to 1, and then we will have to adjust more, because it depends from the way you drive, the way you want the car to respond. About this, okay. And I want to arrive up to step, let me see, 19 could be nice. So hurry up. With thread liquid, there's no need to tie too much the screw. Okay, you have to, but not so much. This is enough. This, I don't think I need, yes. Okay, this here, MA2, 1, 2 holes, 1, 2 holes, MA2, MA2. When you have two, always put the first screw and don't screw it at the end, in order to leave the other hole free to find his correspondence. This time I made it right, and then I have to put these. Come on! There's always something between me and happiness. Come on! And now one, two lights. Okay, then this wonderful one with two ball bearings. Now the car is perfectly balanced for the transmission, because the red one, because in front and rear I have wonderful transmission shaft. Different but wonderful. These are top quality too, as the rear one. The rear one perhaps a little bit better. Yes, first I have to put the uniball, then the shaft, but now I'm making this, I don't want to change. The red one, terrible. To me, obviously, to me they are terrible. 1 and 2, up and down is quite the same. Yes, because this is in the middle and these are okay. So 1 and 2. Okay. Well, the more you go far, the less steering you have. Under. This one is under, in this position. They say I can always change, no problem. One and 2. It's not perfect at the limit. Perhaps it's, try another one. This is old. In fact, this is better. So this I have to use no more. But I don't throw away. I have thousands of these, but I can't throw them away. Then, wow, front arms. That's quite long work. I will show you at the end. You saw the rear one. I jump with the video to this point. And this is the last one. These two red hubs, you know, I told you I don't like them to match, but they are typical, so it's going to be a classic. Now this U piece,
Stay there, okay. 1, 2.
This is genius. Fantastic. One and 2. I love this kind of works. I love very much. And this is it, my dear friends. There's the last thing I want to test. I show you. This and all these images and this, my dear friends, we stop here. Comment, like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, I look with my wonderful face that is horrible to see and say ciao.